Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Sport Optics studio. I'm Jace, and I'm joined here today by my friend Barton from Zeiss.
Appreciate it. Happy to be here.
And today we're going to be talking about a long-standing, very tried and true line of rifle scopes from Zeiss, and that is going to be the V4. We have in front of us a few selections of what may very well be y'all's most extensive line of rifle scopes. And that is, of course, the V4, tried and true, been around for a long time. We go through a lot of these for good reason. They're fantastic scopes at a very competitive price point for the features that you get packed in these guys. So without further ado, why don't you tell us a little bit about them?
Sure. I love this topic. I've been using the V4 for 4 or 5 years now, and V4 it's feature packed. There's really something for everybody. Whether you're hunting whitetails in Texas or the Southeast, or you're hunting mule deer in Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, you've got a model for everybody. We've got anything from a 3 to 12 by 44, 4 to 16 by 44 and 50, and a 6 to 24 by 50. So literally magnification ranges. We've got 6 or 7 different reticle options. So there's something for everybody with the V4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of covers the gambit between the different magnifications, the different objective sizes, whether you want an exposed or cap turret, the simple reticles on up to the more intelligent reticles for holdovers and whatnot, and kind of everywhere in between.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the V4, obviously, Zeiss is known as an optical manufacturer. We've been doing it for 178 years now, I believe.
Wow.
So optics are always going to be kind of where we start. Make the best-in-class optical package. We've got our T-Star coatings in here, 90% light transmission. So the optics that box is ticked. What we've done differently with the V4 a number of years ago is we tried to listen to the American consumer. What does the American hunter and shooter want? We don't build things and then cram them in the market and say, go figure it out. We say, what does the shooter and the hunter want in the US? The V4 was made specifically for that purpose. So we have features like there's 80 minutes of elevation travel. So that's class leading travel. So you've got great optics. A couple other different features are we've got a ballistic stop. It's a metal on metal turret. So it's really easy to set. It comes with a set screw in here. You only do a couple of adjustments here. Take your cap off, make your adjustments, put your zero stop and your cap back on, you're good to go. So it's easy to use, but it's got great features like, again, metal on metal turrets. You get the ballistic stop here. Another great feature we offer is an external locking windage turret. So you've got both a elevation turret with a ballistic stop and a locking windage turret as well. So if you've taken longer shots, if you're in the heavy winds, you can pull the cap out, make your adjustments, lock it back in. So again, tons of features, great value. It's a scope for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And to harp again on value, some people maybe when they hear Zeiss, they think something big ticket that maybe I can't afford. Well, this line here is a testament that is absolutely not the case, right? These guys come in at a very competitive price point. You're usually staying between the $1,000 to $1,500 price point on most of these guys, which, as we know, is not necessarily cheap by no means, but compared to some other options out there, and for what you're getting, you can make the argument that is an extremely good value.
Absolutely, and that was, again, the purpose behind the V4 is I've been with Zeiss for quite a long time. We've always sold really great glass, usually scopes that were heavier back in the day and really, German made, very expensive, but V4 hits that price point and it punches way above its weight class.
Yeah, I would certainly agree with that. For a lot of options in comparable scopes and in quality, you're going to be spending significantly more essentially.
Yeah,
so.
But you don't have to now. So
yeah. All right, so now that we've done the deep dive on the scope itself, what kind of accessories or options do we have to throw on these guys to enhance their performance?
Absolutely. So a scope doesn't do anything by itself. You have to mount it to the rifle, right? So Zeiss Precision rings in 30 millimeter, a great set of rings you can offer with these. We have sunshades in front. We have flip-up lens covers for both the ocular and the objective lenses. So it helps protect your scope from the elements out there. And we have also throw levers. So anything you want to kind of add on to it, we have those all available.
All right, cool. So I think we kind of covered the gambit on these guys. Oh, one more question I wanted to ask, because I know it comes up sometimes on my phone calls. A lot of guys these days are running, heavier caliber stuff, 338s and whatever else. These guys have absolutely no issue holding up to those kind of calibers, right?
In the 4 or 5 years we've been selling this, I think I've heard of 2 scopes out of tens of thousands that have had any issue with recoil. So we test these to 1500 Gs, so you can stick a V4 on any kind of rifle, any caliber, you'll be fine.
Cool. Yeah, that is And that is, of course, what we come to expect from the precision and just overall awesomeness of Zeiss, right?
Absolutely. And we tried it. Again, this thing punches above its weight class, whether it's optics, repeatability, features, turrets, things like that. It's got everything. So.
And as far as illumination options go in these guys, we have a lot of people these days that are pretty insistent on having illumination in their scopes for good reason. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the illumination options?
So yeah, as far as illumination goes, we've got a couple different options there. Anything from just a simple, nice, bright dot in the middle of the reticle, up to you can illuminate just a center cross, a small piece of the cross, so it draws your eye to the center of the reticle really well. Or we have some options that it illuminates the entire MOA hash mark. So really kind of whatever you want to do, whatever your eyes tell you is the best, and whatever your hunting style is, we've got an illumination system for you.
So just to reiterate who this scope is for, this is going to fit the role for a lot of guys out there, whether it be hunters, recreational shooters, and everywhere in between. With the versatility and the extensiveness of the V4 line, there is going to be something out there for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, as always, for joining us here in the studio. We can't thank Bart enough for coming down and talking to us today about, again, an awesome, awesome line of scopes here. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns about these or any of the other plethora of Zeiss products that we offer, please make sure to give us a call. Reach out via Instagram or email. If you call us, you're going to get me or Sean on the phone, and we are going to talk to you through anything that you need to talk about. So please make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Helps us out a lot, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless.
Bye. Thanks.